Yeah, Graham is a very, very sharp-minded person, very good student of the game. Does an unbelievable job commanding the room in front of the players, gives the offense unbelievable structure, and he's a quarterback. You talk about a competitive guy. I mean, all the great quarterbacks I've been around really know how to lead and live the next play. If something bad happens in the play, move on to the next one. So I mean, he's got a really good mindset, just controlling the room and coaching the coaches and coaching the players.
What are some of the differences you see in the way that the linemen need to be coached in this offense versus what you were doing last season?
I don't know. Technique's technique. I think it's just the air raid, the simplicity, and it really takes a lot off the line and really kind of not so many adjustment type deal. A lot of it's just the adjustments outside the quarterback and the receiver. So technique is technique. Technique's always going to win for you. I don't think there's a huge change. Just scheme, but in terms of technique's all the same.
So you think it actually maybe free up the players to focus more on technique?
Yeah, I think the simplicity and not so much of all the scheme helps you, and like I tell linemen, of being a great technician, because this game is about technique, and so you can really concentrate to get good at your technique.
What do you think about this collection of linemen? You obviously lost 3 starters,
yeah.
But new blood.
Yeah,
how are they looking?
Really like them a lot. I mean, they're good young guys. They really have a good mindset right now of wanting to lead, want to fix problems, and it's important to them. Football's important to them.
At the end of last year, when you took over, some of the linemen mentioned some things about changing the culture of the group overall. How would you say that's gone?
Really
now,
good.
A few months in.
Really good. I think those guys are in the room. They're, it's important to them what we're saying and how we're teaching it. You see it when they come out here. They're fixing problems, and football's important to them, and winning's important to them, and you can really see a difference in them.
With a lot of the veteran linemen having left last year, who have you seen kind of step up in the leadership role?
Austin Jackson's doing a great job. Jalen McKenzie's doing a great job. Really everybody. I mean, there's everybody, but those 2 guys really stick out. Justin Dietrich has done a great job. Andrew Voorhees. I mean, you can name a lot of those guys, but they're all the hands are on deck, and they're all pulling the rope in the same direction.
So when it kind of comes up, the air raids come.
Yeah.
The first thought is, okay, the offensive line, it takes pressure off them. They don't have to do as much. It's not physical. What is your take on that?
This game's about physicality. It's about putting somebody on the ropes and giving them a blow, like in boxing. This is, and it's blocking and tackling. I mean, it's huge. So I don't think there's any difference. I think the simplicity of it. I think the spreading of the field and making people have to tackle in space is huge. And you can really get good technique-wise as an offensive line, just because there's not so many schemes. You're not teaching all the different adjustments. So I think that's a neat thing.
Are there things about it that maybe fit this group better, or things that they're going to have to really adjust to?
I don't think it's every scheme's different, and Graham has a different philosophy. How he wants us to teach it. So I mean, you got to adjust to that. But I think that those guys have there's some carryover in the schemes that we did last year, so that's nice. But there's some different things too. So there's a little bit of adjustment. There's a little bit of teaching style that's I got to do a better job of. They got to learn just a little bit better. But in terms of overhaul, like a huge deal, it's not like we're going to the triple option. So there's a little bit of carryover similarities.
One of the things last year that was a little bit of an issue with the offensive line was discipline. Coach mentioned that earlier. At the end of last season, have you guys been working specifically to reduce penalties?
Yeah, I mean, you can see it. We're tallying them at every practice, keeping a chart and making people accountable and bringing it up in the meeting rooms or whatever after practice, making them, the team do things with fumbles and different things. So that's a big emphasis for us to clean that up.
One last question. With Liam Jimmons moving over to your side of things, what have you seen from him so far?
Unbelievable attitude, a good athlete, real student of the game. He's got a real bright future.